guys, what's going on, and welcome to a brand new video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's get into a few things there is to talk about. The first thing is transfers. Now, there's been news that we were in talks of trying to get and sign Matt Targett. Now, personally for me, we tried to see if Matt Targett was available. I would not want that. He's a left back. We're fine at left back. You look at the players that we do have at left back already. You got Byram, you got Schmidt, you got Vober. Matt Targett is just not a player I want to see sign for the club at this stage, because if we do get promoted, what are we going to do? What, are we going to give him, are we going to make him the left back in the Premier League? I don't think he's good enough to be our left back in the Premier League personally. Now, if he does make the signing and he does sign for Leeds, will I be furious? Of course not. But I just don't think that's what we need right now. We don't need a left back. We've got 3 players that can play left back already, and what we need is, of course, the centre back, the number 10, and the striker. They're the 3 positions. We're not going to get all of them. I think we're going to get 1 at this stage. At this stage, I think we're going to get 1, but Matt Targett is just not the player I want to see signing for Leeds. If we do make a transfer on deadline day, let's say, imagine it's Matt Targett, I just don't think that's what we should be aiming at. I think what we should be going for is, of course, either a backup centre back for the possibility of Strack being injured again, because he is very injury prone, or, you know, anyone else going down like a Rodon, or, you know, because Vober's, you look at Vober and you're like, okay, if Rodon gets injured, Vober's very injury prone as well. You don't trust him to play the rest of the season and not pick up another injury. So you look at that and you're like, okay. But then the number 10 situation, like Aronson gets injured, we got no one else that's our actual number 10. You know, we don't have an actual number 10. Yes, players can go in there from the wings and go into the 10, yes. But we don't have an actual another number 10. I mean, I think Solomon would do a great job in the 10. I think he would be fine in there. That's the only player I want to see in the 10 if we do that situation. But let's just say Aronson does pick up an injury. It doesn't even have to be like the whole season, just like a month. That could cost us top 2 based off how close the season is right now and how close the table is. Now, Daniel Farke, after the game versus Burnley, said he hasn't checked his phone in 6 hours, and I feel like that's something hinting at. That's like a little one of these things that Farke likes to do. He doesn't say, oh yeah, we're close to a signing, or yeah, we're trying to make the signing, or, you know, he doesn't give transfers away. You know, he does these little hint type things, and I feel like that's another one of his little hints that maybe a signing might be coming in the door tomorrow or soon. I feel like the way he said it makes it sound, if there is a signing, it'll be before the final day of the window. It'll be before the next game. I just have that little feeling, and I look at that and I'm like, okay. And when he said that, I was like a bit like, oh, I'm a bit excited. I'm still not like 100%, oh, we're going to make a signing. But if we do make a signing, and I think we will, I'm not 100%, but I still think we will make a signing. Please, don't let it be Matt Targett. Don't let it be a left back that we don't need. You know what, right now, I've changed throughout this window. At the start, I was like, yeah, number 10, that's what I want the most. The order I wanted to go with was number 10, centre-back, striker. That's the order I wanted to say of importance for the signing. Now it's changed for me. Now it's striker number 1. Because personally, and I like, everyone has their different opinions, I don't think Joseph's good enough at the moment, and I think it would be best for him to, not this season, but I mean, talking about next season, go out on loan. But I just feel like Piro's the type of striker that is perfect for a bench. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad starter. Of course I'm not, because I think he's been great this season and he's scored more goals than anyone in this team. You know, he's been great for us this season. But I'm looking at him like, that's the type of striker I want on my bench. The striker that, if a chance drops to him, no matter if he's been on the pitch for 70 minutes or he's been on the pitch for 2 minutes, I trust him to bury the ball in the back of the net. Because there's a lot of strikers, you know, like your Josephs, that when they come off the bench, they're not into the game straight away. That's most strikers. Most strikers, or most footballers that come off the bench, aren't straight away, bang, make an impact, or straight away, like, bang, I'm at 100%, I'm at my game, I'm at the top of my game, and like I'm doing everything right. Normally they have to build into the game, you know. But with Piro, I look at him and I'm just like, straight away when he's on the pitch, if the ball drops to him within 30 seconds, I'm like, I back him to put that ball in the back of the net and get a goal. That's the perfect backup striker. And I want to see, you know, I've actually been kind of impressed with Piro recently. I've actually started to watch Piro, and his movements are actually not bad. Like, he's actually making runs in behind that players aren't passing to. You know, he's making those runs in behind, and people aren't trying to find the ball over the top to Piro. So can you really blame him if the ball doesn't get to him when they're not attempting the ball over the top, or they're not attempting to pass to Pirro. You can't really blame him if they're not trying to get it to him, or like when he has a chance and he makes the perfect run, they're not going for the pass. You know, that's not his fault. You can't look at that and say it's his fault. But yeah, so transfers wise, it's looking good off what Farke said. I'm still a bit nervous, but I still think we will make a signing. And please, if it's anything for me personally right now, it's the striker situation. It's the striker. It's the striker. Even if the striker's just a backup, like, trust me, even if it's a backup, I'm fine with that, because I just don't think Joseph's good enough. Because when Joseph comes on the pitch, I like Joseph. I think he's one for the future, you know what I mean? But we've said that before about players, one for the future. We said that about Joffy. Now he's playing at Hull. I know he's scored and he's playing well right now in his first 2 games. But we said that in the Premier League. Oh, the perfect switch for Bamford. The perfect switch for Bamford. We move into the new era, which is Joffy. You know, when we were in the Premier League, that's what we were saying when we saw Joffy making these cameos off the bench. Now look at what happened. You know, I don't want the same thing to happen to Joseph, which could. You know, it's not like he's guaranteed to play for Leeds for 5 years, 6 years. No, he's not guaranteed to play Premier League football, Championship football even. You're not guaranteed it. I think he has quality, but he's not showing it with what we need right now, especially going for top 2. If we were a mid-table Championship team, fine. If we were a mid-table team, Joseph would be fine, I feel like. But because we're pushing for promotion, every time he comes on the pitch, I don't back him to score. I don't think he's going to score. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about with transfers. I want to talk about one more thing. After the Burnley game, you know, it's been a day. People are upset about the draw. This is something, I can't believe it. People are upset that we drew. And they're being like, oh, we were playing, it's boring football, blah, 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 blah. And saying all these things. And I'm like, we drew against a team that have conceded 9 goals all season. We didn't concede, and we didn't score, but they've conceded 9 goals all season. I mean, did you expect like 4-3 goals in that game? Like, it's actually ridiculous. Some people expect that. It was going to be, as I said, 0-0 or 1-0 either way. It ended 0-0, which was probably the easiest prediction. Like, if you were going to make the prediction, I think that would be like the top prediction, 0-0. I thought it'd be 1-0 because I backed my team. But I did think in the back of my head, it's probably going to be 0-0. And I think a lot of people probably would have thought that. But then you have people angry about the performance and about how we play. We were the ones trying to win the game, at least. We were trying to attack. At least we don't have to watch that football that Burnley play every single week, because that would be boring. I don't think we play boring football at all. And these games happens. We're not going to win every single game this season. And I think some people think we should win every single game, because we draw against a team that's near the top of the league with us, and then people are upset. I don't get the upset as well, because Sheffield United dropped points. We didn't drop anything. We gained a point on Sheffield United. We gained an extra point ahead of Sheffield United. So if anything, we went further ahead with 1 less game to play, which is perfect. That's just what we want to do. Keep extending the gap with less games to play, and that's exactly what we've just done. And I think we just need to continue playing our way, our football, and yeah, I think we'll get promoted. But like, when I look at that performance and I'm like, okay, 0-0 draw, and then I see people upset on Twitter, and I know it's Twitter, but that's what I go mostly often. It's not just 1 or 2 people, it's a lot of people that I've seen saying stuff like it's boring, or we should have won the game, we didn't go for it, Farke set up for a draw. I mean, with Sheffield United losing, the draw is not bad at all, because we've legit just gained a point, as I just said. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think of everything that I've just said, and everything, the transfers, the performance. Are you upset with the performance and everything? Thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Subscribe, like, peace.